guys, welcome back. I'm sure you'll be very pleased to hear that my gas leak is fixed and we are back to our regularly scheduled episode. Which means today, I really want to focus on trying to progress in our Ascension run. But first, I think last episode showed that sometimes first vaults aren't exactly my best performance. So I think let's run a warm-up vault first and then we can dive right in. So let's make ourselves a crystal. Ooh, and it looks like we need some more concrete powder. That shouldn't be too hard. And we'll just pop that in and we can get our crystal. And we can take 2 new bounties to go along with our legendary scav bounty that we got last episode. So we have kill 41 dweller mobs for 3 echo, 2 fundies and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, that sounds very good. We also have submit 38 netherite and get 3 echo. How much netherite do we actually have? Oh, we definitely have enough. Okay, I think we might take that one. And then find 39 volt essence also for all of these for 3 echo. They most definitely are. Okay, well we are definitely going to take this one and we will just give you that netherite. Thank you very much. We can open you later. And I guess we'll just take both of these. And let's see what the vault guards give us. We have, ooh, a champion's abode. Hunt the Guardians with, man, 6 and then 3 8s inside of another theme. Okay, hopefully we won't get too many champions. We've had some bad experiences with them recently, although to be fair, there was additional modifiers, so this will hopefully be fine. But, I mean, Hunt the Guardians, if we come across the pillars, you know me, I am always down to give it a go. And if not, honestly, finding an ore room in here would be amazing. So let's just see what we can find. Man, there is something about nether themes that is just inherently scary. Like, I know that I'm gonna be fine, and I'm sure we're not gonna run into any problems. But there is something about nether themes that just immediately makes me absolutely terrified for my life. Which I suppose is good. I'm quite glad that in some ways that there are still things in this game that absolutely terrify me. But at the same time, it's not necessarily what I would have personally picked for my nice relaxing warm-up vault. Ooh, and there's actually a pillar in here. Okay, let's clear this out and then we will go for our, what are we on? 6. Oh yeah, the first one is our easiest. So hopefully it won't spawn a champion, because champions of these guys can be an absolute pain when they want to be. Hello. Thank you. Where's the... Hello? Are you stuck down here? Yes, you are. Thank you very much. Hello. Ooh, an obelisk. Perfect. Okay, we should probably clear some of these POIs so they don't interfere with the, oh man, 8 guardians. Yeah, I think, especially with the added chance of them being champions, I don't really also want other guys contending in the fight with it. That just sounds like a not very fun time for everyone involved. Oh, hi! Hi there, little champion magma cube. Thank you for the bitter lemons, and thank you for no longer making things ethereal. There we go. I do love and always forget that the slimes and magma cubes can break down into more champions, which is so cool but also so weird to kill a slime that isn't a champion, and then the little baby offspring is just like, hello, I am a champion and I make everyone ethereal. Like, where did you inherit that from? Okay, I think let's take a potion and let's get our second obelisk. Ooh, that was our Vault Essence bounty. Lovely, lovely. Come on, ore room. Actually, this might be. Yes, an ore room. Haha. hi there, champion boy. How are we feeling? We feeling good? We feeling like dying? Yes, we are. Wonderful. Oh, hi there. Level champions. Okay, let's get this into somewhere where we're not just in danger of falling the whole time. Ha! I remember to use Frost Nova. I then failed to capitalize, but I used it. Ha! Get Frost Nova'd. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, Frost Nova and champions. That's, especially when they're champion dwellers that move at that sort of speed, that's definitely the way, to be doing this. Okay, good to know. We might need just a little bit of fruit. Oh wait, no. Haha, okay. Let's just go for it. I know we probably have a little bit more time, but I'm not gonna risk it. Hi buddy, you can just kill yourself on my thorns if you want. I really want this. Thank you for killing yourself on my thorns, because it meant that I can also grab these ores, which I very much want. Good lord. There are just so many ores inside of it. Can we get... No, we can't get to another one. But that... Okay, that should have got a good amount of ores in the end. And we did manage to complete. Just about. So that is amazing. We got 47 coin piles, 167 ores, 66 chests, and 342 mobs. And we did end up encountering a decent amount of champions. So that was very good. And yeah, obviously not a huge amount of chests, but I think the amount of ores, and more importantly, what ores we did get, is going to end up counteracting that. Yeah, I'd say those ores definitely stack the vault in our favour. I mean, at least 2 of every single legendary ore, and multiple with 10 or 12, that is just so good. Plus, we got over 500 bronze, 3 mod boxes, and 7 gear pieces. And on top of that, we completed 1 of our bounties, have the bounty crate from before we went in, and we completed the vault. So we also get all of this. So let's see what we get from this gear. Unfortunately, I don't think any of this is worth keeping hold of. We did find this epic chestplate, but considering it only has 1 repair, I'm pretty sure all of our backups we currently have are better. So I think we will just be scrapping all of this. And what about our stat booster pack? We have +2 mining speed, +1% increased armor, or +1% knockback resist. I'm generally not overly bothered about knockback resist, so mining speed or armor. I mean, honestly, I feel like we have a good amount of mining speed in general, so let's go for the armor. And before we do anything else, I think we should probably fix up this magnet, because as much as it has 400 odd durability, that is not going to last very long at all inside the vault. So let's just fix it. And with that, I think we are once again ready to give our Challenger's Rock another go. We currently have 5 stacks, and I believe our best we have ever done is 8. So we're getting close, but there is still plenty of room. So let's make ourselves the crystal. And we can of course take another bounty, so we have kill 51 horde mobs for 2 mystery eggs. I will definitely take that. And fingers crossed that we get a nice completable vault. What do we have? We have an elixir. Okay, now all we need is to get lucky on the rolls. And I think this looks like a lush theme. So if we could get a good roll on the assassin mobs and then we can find some big slimes, that would be amazing. But honestly, if we can get a good roll on any of the good stuff, like the horde mobs, the wooden chests, all the usual suspects, then that would be amazing. But, as always, there is only one way to find out. So let's head in and let's very much hope for some good rolls. And maybe, ooh, good rolls on ores would be fantastic. Hello, do you have... Ooh, there's nothing from the assassin mobs, but it did look like that horde mob had a little bit of elixir. So maybe the horde mobs are going to do it for us? Hello, how are you looking? Yeah, looks like horde mobs definitely have some. Okay. And that is our horde mob bounty, which is a very, very nice early completion for us. How are you? Ooh, wooden chests also have some elixir? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got this. And there's even another hand in. I think the vault wants us to complete this one, which hopefully doesn't mean they're going to be harsh with the one after this, but I wouldn't put it past them. We just got 2 guaranteed epics from that one chest. Okay, yeah, apparently the Vault Gods are just feeling incredibly, strangely generous today. We'll take it. I will always take some generosity. Talking about some generosity, what is going on? I mean, okay, do you guys have elixir? You've even got elixir as well. What is happening? I think that might be everything. But good lord, I mean, what did we even get from that? We got 13 mystery eggs and 300 knowledge essence, a whole bunch of burger parts, and we're like basically halfway to completing this elixir. I mean, oh, that was some ridiculously good timing. And such a good room. There was just so many chests in there. Oh, hello there, Champion Spider. Lovely of you to join us. Thank you for the... Well, it's an epic, but it's a Vault Axe. But I suppose thank you anyway. You could have given me nothing, so I will take it. And just like that, we can officially consume a lodestone with basically 11 full minutes left. Now we can spend some time doing some proper looting. What difficulty are you? Challenging. You know what, let's give it a quick go. We will try and be cautious because we have quite literally already completed the vault objective. So I'd really rather not die, but if we can do this, I would appreciate it. Hello. Good of you to be here. I mostly just want your loot and I'm trying my best not to die. So if we could all just work on those parameters, that would be great. You also don't have to die. If you stop trying to attack me, I will stop trying to attack you, but you don't seem to want to take that deal. Which honestly, I think it's a pretty good deal. You probably should think about taking that in the future. Or, I suppose not you, because you're dead. Your friends should consider taking that offer in the future. Thank you! Ooh, and the Gem King! I completely forgot that we get the Gem King antique from Piglin Dungeons. Lovely, I think that should be everything. And how much? That's a good amount of gear. Obviously some of that came from elsewhere, but I'm pretty sure a good amount of that came from here, which is fantastic. Oh, hello. What difficulty are you? You are also challenging. Oh, hi there, leech guy. How you doing? How we feeling? We feeling like dying? because that's kind of what I'm envisioning for your future. I'm glad that we're on the same page. And there's even a guide. So what have we got? Knockback resist, soul quantity, or healing efficiency. Let's go for soul quantity. I do love my black market gambling, so I'm gonna need all the soul shards I can get for that. And I think that should be everything. So let's just put our kiwis on our hotbar, should we need them. And I think we are really close to home. Let's see. Yes, we definitely had a hand in here. And I think it was upstairs. There it is. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. Now that was a very, very nice vault. What, 2 dungeons and an Omega room? Oh, that was very, very nice. And more importantly, it was a completion. So we now have 6 stacks on our rock, and we got 19 coin piles, 106 ores, 193 chests, and 577 mobs. But 96 living chests between that dungeon and the Omega room. Oh boy, and 38 ornate chests from the other dungeon as well. Oh, that just went so good. And just look at this loot. 26 mystery eggs, over 800 knowledge essence, a village inscription, enough Gem King antiques to get some rare gems, so let's see what we get. Ooh, I'm always here for some Upperline. But we got 4. I think we could have rolled better, but I will still take it. Plus, we got a charm and 27 gear pieces. We completed our Horde mob bounty, and we completed the vault. So we also get all of this. So let's see what we get in this jewel pouch from the completion crate. We have, ooh, that's a very low item rarity, but that's a max roll trap disarm. I will take it. And as for all of this lovely, lovely gear, we managed to find 3 pieces of gear with legendary modifiers. So we found this scrappy shield with a plus 65% knockback resist. We also found this common focus with a plus 2 to the level of retribution. And we found these common leggings with a plus 51% increased attack damage. And I'm not overly interested in knockback resist or retribution, and while I do love my attack damage, it is a base roll legendary and it's only a common, so I think I might be scrapping this. The implicit armor is great, and obviously 51% increased attack damage is still amazing, but it just doesn't have much by way of room to get other things, so I think I might also be scrapping that. However, I do think I'll be keeping hold of these epic boots because they have a decent amount of crafting potential, a good number of repairs, and a very good durability, and the implicits are also wonderful. In fact, the implicits are better than my current piece of gear, so that is going for it. And as much as the prefixes and suffixes could do us some work, I mean, 10 armor on the prefix is great, but the others aren't amazing, I do think this definitely has some good potential. So we will be keeping hold of these. And we of course cannot forget our evolution booster pack. So let's see what we get. We have plus 0.2% mana for each yellow row card. Yellow row is pretty good. Then we have plus 1% soul quantity for each surrounding stat card, or plus 1% soul quantity for each green diagonal card. So we have soul quantity or mana, and I do like both of them, so that's a tricky one. So instead, green diagonal, surrounding stat, or yellow row. I think I might go for yellow row and mana. That seems pretty good. And with that, we should have time for one more vault today. And I really want to see if we can get this ascension up any higher. So let's make the crystal. And we can take another bounty. So we have gather elixir for 3 echoes again. I mean, I will definitely take that. And then that actually means that we have a bounty for if we have a scav and for if we have an elixir. So assuming we complete this next vault, we should be completing at least one of these bounties. So let's see which bounty we have a chance of completing. What have you got for us? We have a scav, okay? We need 6 drowned hide, 8 skeleton bone shards, 2 red scrolls, 4 pottery shards, and 8 cracked scripts. That is potentially doable. Obviously, there are multiple things in that can trip us up. We have struggled with red scrolls, cracked scripts, drowned hides, and pottery shards, I think, in previous vaults, but we don't need anything crazy, and at least the epic item we need is from wooden chests. So I do have some hope, and we do have the very lovely summery theme, which I am totally here for. So let's head in and let's see what we can find. We do need just a little bit of absolutely everything, it seems. So hopefully we can find a good range of stuff. And if you guys would be lovely and give me at least a cracked script, I'm gonna feel like we're starting off on the right foot. Oh, that was an Orange Brigade crest. Okay, interesting. That's a blood vial. And that's 1 cracked script. That is technically what I asked you for. So I will take that as a good way to start. Do you have what I need? Nope, that's a spider webbing spool, which is great, but it's really not what I was actually looking for. You know, don't mean to be picky or anything. I mean, you did just give me a drowned hide, so I will take that. But, you know, I'm not quite looking. And now you're giving me all of the zombie arms. Come on, you know you want to give me some more drowned hides. We need, like, 6. So I do need to get a little bit lucky with them. So I very much would appreciate you helping me out. Thank you very... Yes, there we go. Thank you very much. I appreciate the help. Hello. Do you have the pottery shard? Do we have any people here who appreciate a good pot? Or I suppose a good broken pot. Maybe you don't appreciate pottery, and that's why you destroyed it and there's only a shard left. Any of these options I will take as long as it means that you actually have a pottery shard. Maybe these guys have a red scroll. That would also be very, very handy if you did. Nope. You had 1, which is actually fantastic considering we only need 2 of them. So I will take 1, and you had a pottery shard. I knew you must have had 1 in here somewhere. Thank you for the pottery shard. Once again, I'm very glad that we're starting to find at least some people who appreciate some good pots. And thank you for... Ooh, we got all of the vault dwellers finally. That's very good. And we got a red scroll. Absolutely fantastic. This seems to be going rather well for us. I do think that it's looking quite likely... Ooh, thank you for the drowned hide. It's looking quite likely that our problem is gonna be the cracked scripts, because we're not finding much by way of coins and we need 8 of them, which honestly is quite a lot. So I think that may end up being our problem, but we can worry about that, I suppose, once we've found everything else and they stop also being a problem for us. Come on, give me cracked scripts. That's a cracked vial and a blood vial. I would very much appreciate all of your coins, if you please. And more specifically, not the Orange Brigade crest, though it's lovely of you. That's the one, the cracked script. Hello, would you happen to have any... Yes, that's 1. That's 2 cracked scripts. I will take that. Thank you very much. Do you happen to be hiding 8 skeleton bone shards in that 1 tiny POI? It seems unlikely, but I would appreciate it. Nope, you were in fact hiding none. That's 2 skeleton bone shards. It's a start. Ooh, hello, you are coins. Do you have any cracked scripts amongst your wares? You had 2 more cracked scripts. Okay, that is fantastic. And actually there is a whole bunch more coins up here. Okay, if we can finish the cracked scripts in this room, then we can just run and try and find some ores. That's 1 cracked script. That's a cracked pearl. Come on. Yes, okay, that's a cracked script. Let's check everything again. So we definitely have the drowned hide, we need the skeleton bone shards, we have the red scrolls, we have the pottery shards, and we now have the cracked scripts. This is an ore room, right? Hello? Yes! Hello, ore room. Okay, now I just need you to have all of the skeleton bone shards that we need. If you would be so kind, I would very much appreciate that. Tell you what, let's give this thing everything we currently have. So then it's just if we can get ourselves, probably not with kiwis, maybe with lemons. If we can get ourselves 4 more bone shards. We've got to at least try, we are so close. That's 3 of them, we just need 1 more. Yes, I think that was it. That was, yes, okay, we have 8. Oh boy, okay. Let's head downstairs and let's put these babies in. Oh boy, that was so much closer than I like to make things. But we did it, quite literally at the last second. But we did it. This ore room was an absolute godsend. Oh boy, 136 coin piles, 70 ores, 110 chests, and 762 mobs. But we did it, and we got yet another stack on our crystal. Oh boy, we actually did get incredibly lucky. Like 11 gilded chests gave us all of the red scrolls we needed. We got all of the pottery shards from 71 wooden. We even got all of the drowned hide from 26 living. So overall, we got very lucky. But my god, for a second I thought we were gonna die in there. And we also got some amazing loot. We got 3 mod boxes, 5 mystery eggs, over 700 bronze, a good amount of ores, 2 more orange brigade crest antiques, 1 jewel pouch and 2 gear pieces. But most importantly, we completed our vault dweller bounty and our legendary bounty, and we completed the vault. So we also get all of this. So let's see what we can find in these jewel pouches. Ooh, that's a very high reach. I will take it. And as for this one, I mean, that's a high mining speed and a decently high reach, but it's been a while since we've gambled. So let's see what we get. Ooh, 1 away from a max roll vanilla immortality. I will take it. And as for this gear, we managed to find 1 piece of gear with a legendary modifier, and that are these rare leggings with a +8 health, which I do so love having additional health. But I'm not 100% sure on whether I'll keep this because it has a very low durability and only 1 repair, so I'm not quite sure whether to keep hold of these, but I might check them against some of our backups. And as for our 3 card packs, I think we will start with the mixed booster packs. We have, plus 0.2% item quantity for each row stat card. That could be very nice. We also have +1 mining speed for each adjacent stat card, or +1% trap disarm. And while both of these are very shiny, I think I might actually go against my natural inclination to pick the shiny thing and go for this, because I feel like item quantity for row stat cards, that should be quite easy to fulfill. So let's go for that. And as for our other mixed booster pack, We have plus 1% soul quantity for each red adjacent card. Okay, we have plus 0.25% resistance for each green row stat card, or we have plus 0.5% cooldown reduction. I mean, I'm not a fan of adjacent, so I don't think we'll go for that. But do we go for resistance or cooldown reduction? I think I want to go for resistance. Green row and stat is quite specific, but depending on what we're doing for a deck build, that could work. And finally, we have our resource booster pack. We have plus 1 Larimar for every 6 gilded chests. Okay. We have 1 inscription piece for every 8 ornate chests. Or we have 4 vault plating for every 11 wooden chests. I mean, Larimar and vault plating are both quite common, so maybe we'll go for inscription pieces. We don't do much by way of building inscriptions, but I feel like we're never particularly low on Larimar or vault plating, so inscription pieces, that sounds like a good idea. And I think, considering how many legendary ores we got in that nether vault earlier, we can probably afford to treat ourselves to yet another expensive artifact reroll. And this time, let's reroll this one. And many gems later, we have ourselves yet another Omega Pog. So now we can just combine these, and we have ourselves another chance of a new artifact. And this time, I think it's going to be this one. I have a good feeling about this one, which will almost inevitably be proven wrong, but I do have a good feeling, so oh boy, let's see what we get. Oh, nope, I was close. It was the one right next to it, but unfortunately, close isn't good enough to actually get us a new artifact, but boy, you could not have been much closer than that. But once again, we still have 3 artifacts, so if we end up getting another duplicate sometime soon, we will just be able to merge them normally and get a new one that way. So there is still hope, but man, these last 2 artifacts just do not want to come our way. But on that note, I think I'm going to leave this episode here, and I had a ton of fun. We completed all 3 of our vaults, got 2 more stacks on our crystal, and I just generally had a blast, so I am very happy with how today went. And as for next episode, as I mentioned a few episodes back, I think it's my dad's birthday, so we will be running a nice little cake vault to celebrate, which I am very much looking forward to. So, until then, thank you guys for watching, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!